Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will see second topic of sequences and series, that is arithmetic progression. In my previous video, we have seen introduction to sequences and series. So if you haven't watched that, there is a link in the description box below. You can check that out. So we have already studied what is arithmetic progression in 10th standard, right? So what is word progression? We have seen progression is nothing but a sequence which follows a particular pattern. So depending on the type of the pattern, we have different progressions. So one of the progression is arithmetic progression, which is also called as AP. So now let's see what is this AP. It says in a progression, difference of any two consecutive terms is a constant. Let me give an example. Let's say we have a progression 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So here it says in a progression, so we have a progression, difference of any two consecutive terms. Consecutive terms is nothing but a term and the next number. So their difference is a constant. Here if you see 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Similarly, when we take these two consecutive terms, 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. 8 minus 6 will give you 2. So in all the cases we will get a constant. So such progression is called as arithmetic progression. So here this difference is called as common difference, which is denoted by D. So this difference is called as common difference. Let me give another example. Let's say we have a progression 50, 48, 46, 44 and so on. Here what is the common difference? D is equal to 48 minus 50 will give you minus 2. Similarly, 46 minus 48 will also give you minus 2. 44 minus 46 will also give you minus 2. This is also a constant. So therefore we can say this progression is in AP. Now let me give one more example. Let's say we have a sequence or a progression 4, 4, 4, 4 and so on. Whether this is in AP or not. In order to check if this is in AP, we have to see what is the common difference. So 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. 4 minus 4 which is equal to 0, right? 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Here also we are getting a constant. So therefore we can say this progression is also in AP, right? So I hope this is clear how to identify whether the given progression is in AP or not. So if you see this first example, here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is an example for increasing AP. So this is an example for increasing AP. And now if you see the second example 50, 48, 46, 44, they are decreasing, right? So they are called as decreasing AP. Or this is also called as reducing AP. So I hope this is clear. Now let's move on, but before that pause the video and note this down. Now let me give same example. We have a progression which is in AP 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So here 2 is nothing but a first term. It is denoted by A or A1, and 4 is nothing but A2, that is the second term. This is A3, third term. This is A4, fourth term and so on. This is A5, fifth term and so on, right? Now if you see here 2 is the first term of the AP, agreed? We can take it as A. Instead of A1 I am taking it as A. Now what is second term? So second term is nothing but A plus D. A is 2, 2 plus D. D here is common difference. We know D is 4 minus 2 which is equal to 2. All the difference is a constant which is 2. So 2 plus 2 will give you 4. So your second term is denoted by A plus D. How did we get second term? Second term is nothing but A plus D. Similarly, what is third term? If you observe, A plus 2D is a third term. Agreed? A is 2, 2 plus 2 2 into 2, D is 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 2 is 4, 5, 6. So 6, right? Similarly, when you see fourth term, that is A plus 3D. So A is 2, that is the first term, plus 3 into D is 2, that is a constant common difference. 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, and so on. So in general, we can say in AP, the progression will be in the form A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, A plus 4D, and so on, like that in AP, right? So now if I ask, what is the sixth term of this AP? Let's take this example. What is the sixth term of this AP? You will simply add 2 to this, right? 10 plus 2 will give you 12. That will be your sixth term. Or if I ask 10th term, you will add 10, here you have 12, 14, 16, right? So A5, A6, A7, A8, 18 and 20, A9 and A10. 10th term is 20. Now if I ask what is 25th term of this AP, you cannot keep adding 2 to this sequence, right? That is a difficult task. For that we have formula to find the nth term. So let's see how to get that formula. Here if you see A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, and so on. What is nth term? So A plus D, A plus 2D. So this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, and so on. We want nth term. How to find nth term? So the nth term formula is An is equal to A plus, for the third term, let's take third term. Here if you see, this is the third term, n is 3, but in this we have A plus 2D, means 1 minus n minus 1, right? N is 3, so 3 minus 1 will give you 2. So we have n minus 1 into D for the nth term. So this is how we got this formula. So this is a formula to find any nth term of an AP. If I ask 25th term, your n will be 25, is equal to A is 2, that is the first term, plus n minus 1, n is 25, so 25 minus 1 into D. What is common difference? We know difference is 2. So this is how we can find the nth term. How did we get this formula? By using this, right? Let me ask, what is the 50th term of this AP? So what is the 50th term? We want 50th term of this AP. Let's take same example. So how do you find 50th term? So A of 50 is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. What is A? A is 2 plus n here is 50. So 50 minus 1 will give you 49 into D. D is 2. There is a common difference, which is equal to 2 plus 9 2s are 18, 4 2s are 8, 9, 98, which will give you 98 plus 2 will give you 100. So the 50th term is 100. So this is how we can find easily any nth term, right? So I hope this is clear. Now let's move on to properties of AP. But before that, pause the video and note this down. Now let's go through some simple properties of AP. Here it says, if a constant is added to each term of an AP, the resulting sequence is also an AP. Let me give an example. Let's take any AP. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. So now this is in AP. How to check if this is in AP or not? 6 minus 3 is 3. 9 minus 6 will also give you 3. 12 minus 9 is also 3. So the common difference is a constant. So therefore we can say this is in AP. So here it says, if a constant is added to each term of an AP, to each term if you add any constant, let's take 2. 2 as a constant which will add to each term of the AP. When 3 plus 2 is 5. 6 plus 2 will give you 8. 9 plus 2 will give you 11. 12 plus 2 will give you 14. 15 plus 2 will give you 17, and so on, right? So here it says the resulting sequence is also an AP. Now this what we got is also in AP. Check 8 minus 5. So 8 minus 5 will give you 3. 11 minus 8 will give you 3, right? 14 minus 11 will also give you 3. 17 minus 14 will also give you 3. So here also the common difference is same. Therefore we can say this is also AP. That is what it is saying. If a constant is added to each term of an AP, the resulting sequence is also an AP. Now let's move on to second property. Here it says if a constant is subtracted from each term of an AP, the resulting sequence is also an AP. Let's take same example. Now if you subtract any constant number, let's say 1. So 3 minus 1, 2, right? 6 minus 1 will give you 5. 9 minus 1 will give you 8. 12 minus 1 will give you 11. 15 minus 1 will give you 14. So this is the resultant sequence, right? Check if this is in AP. 5 minus 2 will give you 3. 8 minus 5 will give you 3. 11 minus 8 also is 3. 14 minus 11 is also 3. Common difference is 3. So therefore this is also in AP. So that is what is saying. If a constant is subtracted from each term of an AP, the resulting sequence is also in AP. Now let's move on to third property. Here it says if each term of an AP is multiplied by a constant term, then the resulting sequence is also an AP. Similarly, if you multiply any constant term to each term of an AP, 3 2s are 6, let's multiply 2. So 6 into 2, 6 2s are 12. 9 into 2, 9 2s are 18. 12 into 2, 12 2s are 24, right? 15 into 2, that is 30, and so on. So this what we got is also in AP. So 12 minus 6 is 6, 18 minus 12 is 6, 24 minus 18 is 6, 30 minus 24 is also 6. So the resultant what we get will also be in AP. If each term of an AP is divided by a non-zero constant, so the resulting sequence is also an AP. Let's say we have to divide it by non-zero term. Non-zero means other than 0. Let's take 3 by 2, 6 by 2, 9 by 2, 12 by 2, 15 by 2, and so on. So this also is in AP. 3 by 2 is 1.5, 6 by 2 is 2 1s are 2 3s are 6. So 3. What is 9 by 2? 9 by 2 is 4.5. So 2, what is 12 by 2? 2 1s are 2 6 are 12, 6. So 15 by 2 will give you 7.5, and so on. What is the common difference? 3 minus 1.5. So D is 3 minus 1.5, 1.5. So 4.5 minus 3 also will give you 1.5. 6 minus 4.5 is also 1.5. So the common difference is a constant. So therefore the resultant what we got is in AP. So these are the properties of AP. I hope this is clear. Now let's move on to arithmetic mean. But before that, pause the video and note this down. Now let's see what is arithmetic mean. Let's say we have two numbers A and B. Now you have to insert one number in between A and B such that this sequence is in AP. Now what is this number? Let's take that as A. So this A is nothing but arithmetic mean. That is nothing but average of these two, A plus B by 2. That will give you that middle number. Or you can say A is A plus B by 2. This is when you have to add only one number in between two numbers, such that this sequence is in AP. So now if you want to add n numbers in between A and B, let's say we have A and B, now we have to add n numbers in between A and B such that this sequence is in AP. Let's take those numbers as A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on. How to find these numbers? We will see what is the formula by taking this example. So for one number, when we want to insert one numbers, what was the formula? A plus B by 2, right? So we have a sequence A, B. This is in AP. We know when this sequence is in AP, that means their common difference is constant or are equal, right? So the common difference is A minus A, which is equal to B minus A. Agreed? A minus A, consecutive terms. Difference of their consecutive terms are constant. B minus A. Constant means they are equal, right? So let's take this first part. So D is equal to, what is A? So a we know, a plus b by 2 minus a, which is equal to, let's take LCM here, 2. So a plus b minus 2a, which is equal to b minus a. Minus 2a plus a will give you minus a. So b minus a by 2, right? So for this, when we want to insert one number, the common difference is b minus a by 2. This is for one number. Now for n number, what is the common difference? If you observe, b minus a by 2, for one number, the denominator is 2. That means n plus 1, agreed? Here n is 1. We are inserting one number. Similarly, for n number, what will be the denominator? Numerator will be the same, b minus a by, what is denominator for n numbers? So n plus 1. So I repeat, so for when we insert one number, the common difference is we got as b minus a by 2. So n is 1. So denominator is 2, that is n plus 1. Agreed? So here we want to insert n numbers. What will be the denominator? N plus 1. So for n numbers, the common difference is b minus a by n plus 1. Now if you want to find what is a1, you know in AP the second term is a plus d. So you will get a1. You know in what is its third term? A plus 2d. So a we know, 2 into d is this. Similarly, you can find these n terms. So this is how you find arithmetic mean. Let me give one example, but before that, pause the video and note this down. So now let's see this example. Here it says, insert 6 numbers between 3 and 24 such that the resultant sequence is an AP. So we have to insert 6 numbers between 3 and 24. We know common difference d is equal to b minus a by n plus 1. Here what is n? N is nothing but number of terms to insert. So n is, how many terms they have said? 6 terms. So n is 6 terms. A we know, a is the first term, that is 3, and b is the last term, that is 24. So first let's find d. So b is 24 minus a is 3 by n is 6. So 6 plus 1, which is equal to 24 minus 3 is 21. So 21 by 7. So 7 1s are 7 3s are 21, which is equal to 3. So the common difference is 3. So let me write the sequence here. Hence 6 numbers between 3 and 24 are, we know in AP, first term is a, second term is a plus d, third term is a plus 2d, fourth term is a plus 3d, a plus 4d, a plus 5d, and so on, right? So we want how many terms? 6 terms. This is the first term is 3. So 3 plus d, d is 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6. A is 3, 3 plus 3, 3 2 is 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Similarly, a is 3. So 3 plus 3 into d, d is 3. So 3 3 is 9, 10, 11, 12. Here if you see 4 into 3, 4 3 is 12, 12 plus a is 3, 12 plus 3, 15. Here if you see 5 into 3, d is 3, so 5 3 is 15, 15 plus 3 will give you, a is 3, so 15 plus 3 will give you 18. So what is the next number? A plus 6d. So we 6 into 3, 6 is 18 plus 3, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have to insert 6 numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the last number is 24. So this is how we have inserted 6 numbers in between 3 and 24, right? So this is in AP. I hope this is clear. Now let's see formula to find sum of n terms of an AP. But before that, pause the video and note this down. So now let's see formula to find sum of n terms of an AP. So it's given by Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where n is nothing but number of terms, a is the first term and d is the common difference. Now this equation can also be written as Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a, you can split this as a plus a, right, plus n minus 1 into d. Now if you see, what is a plus n minus 1 into d? We know an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, that is the nth term, right? So let me write here. So an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here nth term means you can also tell that it's the last term, agreed? So L is equal to, you can write L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So now you can replace this with L. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus L. So when last term is given, then you can apply this formula to find sum of n terms of an AP. So I hope this is clear. So this is it in this video. We will solve problems under this topic in my next video. See you soon. Till then, take care. Almighty bless.